Hello everyone and welcome, my name is Andrew Can, together WeKanGame. In the last episode we made our way to Damascus. In this episode we're going to start by learning more about our assassination target. So with that, let us eavesdrop and learn about Hubert.
I wish to see him, to hear him speak.
It can be arranged, but we must be careful. There are still those who reject illumination. They would harm him.
Then they are ignorant and afraid.
You seem sincere, but how do I know I can trust you?
It hurts me to even hear you ask the question.
Very well. We gather each day in the madrasa. He comes to speak, and then leads us into the city, that we might cleanse it.
Could I join you then?
Understand that it is a difficult path we walk. Our work demands sacrifice.
I understand.
Then come and meet with us. Let us see how strong you really are.
And we learned that he wishes to speak with Hubert and they have a meeting point. We're going to make our way to the pickpocket. We're going to learn a lot about Hubert as we go through this, just like we learn about everyone. And I just got discovered, so this is going to be interesting. But one thing I wanted to point out is, you notice how the guards walked in front of the little cutscene we had there? The dangers of having a free camera. So now we're going to have to lose the guards. Sorry about that, we were in a very high profile area. So I'm just going to cut ahead until I've taken care of these guards. Alright, and we're back. Gonna have to lock onto our pickpocket. But as I was trying to say before the guards rudely interrupted me.
We found the place. It's just as you described it.
I suspect he'll want to deal with this himself, and quickly. Best we say nothing to the others.
A wise course of action. Truth be told, I'll be happy when this business is done.
Soon, my friend, soon. Today should see the last of them put to torch. Boy, come here. You still have the letter I gave you?
Yes.
Go and deliver it then. You'll find the one it's meant for inside the madrasa.
The madrasa is basically Arabic for area of higher knowledge. Basically, think of it as a college. Now this area is going to be very difficult because we have these insane citizens, and I hate these citizens more than any other. Now we're going to have to be very careful. There's many guards, another insane citizen, two, so they're really bumping the difficulty. Alright. Going to need to be careful, coming close, and like that, it is done. Pickpocket complete. We're going to make our way to the beat 'em up, and let us continue learning about Hubert. Let's not look at him any longer. But as I was trying to say, you can see one thing with the free camera look they went with for Assassin's Creed 1 was the... Sorry, gotta be very careful not to get discovered. Is that the NPCs can walk in front of it, and it's not that big of an issue, but when it is present, it's very present. These guards are being very... I mean, we are in a very bad spot, so let's start interrogation.
But then the way was made clear to Jubair. He saw what must be done, understood it fell to him, having learned the truth, to spread it. And as he was shown the way, so was I. And I will show you as well. Jubair sees things the way they truly are, sees the poison you carry in your hearts and minds. He works to cast it out. Remove all texts from your homes and schools. Give them to us. They must be destroyed.
As we heard, Hubert wants everyone to give all their texts to him. They must be destroyed. Hubert is a scholar, which is a different kind of person than what we've been fighting. We've been going after political figures, kings, merchanters, slave traders. So a highly educated man is a little bit different. And even Malik admitted that, or not Malik, the Rafiq, I meant to say, admitted it's a little strange of a target considering what they usually do. Now I want to get away from all these thieves because the thieves will chime in a fist fight. So we're going to want to try to get him a little bit further away from these thieves. The guards won't do much. So we're just going to follow him a little longer. This thief here and a beggar. Multiple thieves. You know what? You know what? Screw this. We're going to have to beat up our interrogation target. Luckily for us, he's right in front of our next target. Just going to have to continue to beat him up.
Violence is not the answer, my child.
In this we agree, so speak and I may stay my blade. What is it your master intends? Why destroy all this knowledge?
We lay the stones to build a road upon which soon all men will travel. It leads to a better tomorrow.
That is not what I see.
Then you are blind. The words upon these parchments, they are poison. Jubayer holds the cure. He'll free us from their lies.
It's nonsense you speak. You've lost your mind.
No, not lost, but found. I see the world for what it truly is. He has shown me so much. I am illuminated.
A fanatic is all you are, and dangerous for it.
Do what you must. It changes nothing. We are not afraid.
You should be.
Altair getting rid of another one of Hubert's followers. Hubert trying to say that the knowledge is corrupting the minds of the people. Very interesting. But we are here already at our next informer, so let's talk to him.
Altair, my friend, you have become quite the wanted man, as am I. I must prepare my family for the trip back to the safety of Masayef this afternoon. Could you finish my last assignment in exchange for information? Some men must be eliminated in Jubair's quarter. Be fast, my friend.
So we're going to have to follow up on what he started, and as with all the other challenges, if I have a challenge in Assassin's Creed 1, you too can do the challenge. If you tweet at me, my link will be in the description where you can tweet this to me. You can join in. I really am curious. I haven't gotten any tweets yet, but if you do that, I'd be very much appreciative. I don't know, just get a little different. Ah, we were seen. So I'm just going to cut ahead to where we get this right. Okay, so we're going to try this one more time. Last time, things went a little awry. This time, hopefully things will go better for us. So we're going to start out right here. Going to try to avoid the beggar here. Going to... We are timed, so it is important we do this efficiently. Taken care of. Just going to slowly and steadily walk away in gentle push. Gonna walk through here, no issue at all. Gonna have to be very sneaky. He is not a target, need to find the actual target. They walk around and blend very well, so we're just gonna have to do this. And of course, as I was trying to say, if you of course come close to or beat my time, please tweet it at me. I have a link to my Twitter in the description. It'd be very helpful. And so far, no one has joined me in these challenges, but, you know, hopefully someone will. So I'm going to be very careful. Aha! Found a flag. No, I didn't. Screw, damn it, the crazies. I don't know their official names. They're a pain in my butt, that is for sure. Why did I say butt? Pain in my ass. It's an M-rated game. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Please, please, please. Aha! 2 out of 5. Getting them, slowly but surely. Ha! Here's one. Fortunately, he's very close to other guards, so we're gonna have to be very careful. Someone's looking for others. I'm gonna have to sneak a little bit. Get in the green, and we're out. Gentle push. Gentle push. And... aha! A couple more left. Want to be very careful here. They're very far to the left and right of the map. This is one of the more difficult missions. They're getting more and more challenging. Not too impossible, but they're getting up there. It's one important thing to note, they are higher ranking officials compared to the other soldiers. You may notice they have armor. And this one decided to literally stop in front of the church, right near 2 guards, so we're going to have to wait a little bit. And there he goes. He's going to go off in his own little path, going to want to be sure not to be in front of these guards. He's going to be very intimidating because the people of the city are afraid of the guards. The guards in most cities are very respected, don't want to bother the citizens. Well, the citizens don't wish to bother them, I should say. Alright, this is going to be my only opportunity. 4 out of 5. Going to need to really book it. Get to this last one. Who is on the roof? So let us just blend in. Push these people out of the way gently. And a freaking beggar. And we're going to need to be careful.
Please, can't you spare something?
No, I can't spare anything, woman.
All I ask is for a few coins.
So I'm going to be very... There we go. All targets have been assassinated. And let us go back to the informant. That took me at least 7 times, and it was much more difficult than it needed to be. But let us listen to what he has to say.
It's great to see you back so quickly and in one piece. I must return to my family, but before I leave, this is for you. I found a map showing where scholars are planning to burn books and other sources of knowledge. Please be careful, and let the future reunite us. I'll give your blessings to my family.
So as we heard, we have a map of where they're going to burn books. Very interesting. We actually have a new challenge here, which is a rooftop race challenge. We've had a couple of challenges. A couple of new ones, actually. I love the challenges in Assassin's Creed. Though the gameplay can be a little bit repetitive, one thing they like to keep fresh, or pretty fresh, is the challenges. They come up with new ones right away. Now, some challenges are very boring, such as the assassination challenges of maybe, like the one we just did, was a little boring in my opinion, just because, I don't know, there's really no, though I failed it so much, there's really no initial challenge. I don't know how to say this. I know I failed a bunch, but usually I don't do so bad. I just kept having terrible luck, and sometimes it's gonna happen, but you can't let your bad luck get you down. You gotta keep on going. So we're gonna climb up here. I believe he's up here. It is a roof type. Aha, there's the informer. And let us speak with him.
Bad news, brother. I killed a Templar this morning. Well, I suppose that's actually good news. I even found a letter on him which I gave to Namair, who said he'd find you and deliver it. But from the look in your face, I suspect this hasn't happened. Go on then. Don't waste any more time with me. Seek Namair and get that letter.
And now we must make it to the other informant to get a letter that was supposed to be delivered to us. I'm going to say screw that flag. Though it's out of my character. And though everything in me is going to want to come back. And God, I wish I didn't have... I instantly regret doing this. We don't need to necessarily be on the rooftops, though it's helpful. So I'm going to jump over here, make my way on foot, and then find the rooftop as we get to it. The city isn't... This is the last time we're going to be in Damascus. We're in the middle district. I don't think I pointed that out. So it's just a little bit of information. We've seen the rich and poor districts at this point. So I don't know. It's just kind of interesting to me. And one thing I find interesting is that even though we've been discovered, the time is still going. So I'm going to go in this rooftop garden and pray to God that they hurry. Come on. One of them died, as we heard. The citizens freaked out. Going to want to get rid of him. Just because I don't want to deal with his crap. There is the assassin. Come on. And with that, we are here. 11 seconds to share.
Take this.
Spare.
I've been looking everywhere for you. Now I can finally return to Masyaf. Last time I offered to do someone a favor.
He was looking everywhere for us by standing on one rooftop. And I'm not going to make us watch that, so I will cut when we are over to the Merchant Stand Challenge. On the way back, we ran into a Templar. I actually haven't shown many Templar fights. Templars are a requirement. Killing them will give you sync, and Templars are very advanced fighters. I mentioned briefly when we talked about Masyaf, but it's been a while since I've showed a Templar, so I just wanted to show that briefly. 24 out of the 60 required. I'm not going to find all the Templars because that is a very daunting task, and I don't know which Templars I've eliminated already, but if you wish to, I would highly recommend it. Now let us lock into this Informer challenge.
Altair, your name is on everybody's lips these days, and for once their words are kind. If you're truly a changed man, perhaps you'd be willing to do me a favor. Jubair has employed certain merchants to spy on the citizens for him. They feed him names in exchange for gold. You would be doing all the city a great service if you were to find these merchants and destroy their stalls. This should end their evil.
So Jubair hiring people, merchants, to give information. So we're going to need to grab and destroy the stalls just like we've been done before. So I'm going to need to be in high profile and one stall taken care of. Thank you. I actually need these guards. I don't know, I find it very fun to kind of use the guards, kind of as like, kind of a bowling pin in a way. So we've taken care of all of the merchants that have been feeding Jubair information. Really just makes you wonder, what is he up to? What is the man? You know what? Bowling again, off the roof. Enemies? Throw them off a roof. My advice for the day. Gonna have to wait a little bit. Actually. Taken care of. Let us go in here. Get out of our high profile status and come on.
You do well to hide.
Gonna wait for them just a little bit. You know what? I have been bowling all day. You can fall off the roof too. Or not. Alright. We are no longer seen. So let us climb over here, talk to the informant. And our last bit of Jubair
You've done a good thing today, Altair. In exchange, I'll share my knowledge with you. Your target is likely to be dressed much like his followers. So here is how to distinguish him from the others. He wears rich golden robes and carries with him a large pouch. Find him, brother. Make him feel pain.
And as we've heard, Jubair needs to be found. Make him feel the pain. One thing that Informer told us that really shows how much Altair is changing is that people are starting to speak of Altair highly again. Altair has always been loved by the Order. It's just, you know, he's been doing questionable things lately. Well, at least to the eyes of the Brotherhood. And he's starting to restore his faith. He's changing. And I'm loving it. He's changing for the good. And he will be restored to his master rank in no time. We actually have, this is our last mission in Damascus, so it's kind of bittersweet. Come on. I'm going to try to get us some knives before, there we go. Before we go into the bureau right here. Sorry about that. So we're going to talk to the Rafiq, get a little bit of info on Jubair, and finally figure out why he's burning these books, why the knowledge is, quote, toxic. So let us begin.
What news, Altair?
I've learned much about my enemy.
Share what you know, then.
Jubair has become obsessed with purging the city of its knowledge.
A most terrible crime. Now I see why Al-Mualim wants you to remove him.
He's using the city scholars to assist him. They go out into the streets, harassing the people and collecting all their written works. I fear he intends to destroy them all.
He must be stopped.
That's why I'm here. He's to hold a meeting soon, at the Madrasa Al-Qallasa. It's where I'll go. It's where I'll take his life.
I'll leave you alone to prepare. Bring glory to the Brotherhood.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
And we are prepared to get rid of Jubair. As we saw, sometimes the automatic, or the personal camera as they like to call it, is a little buggy. So as you saw there, I kind of had a little bit of issue leaving the building. But no worries. We have 10 throwing knives. For the first time, I've actually ran into a jar carrier. At least, I think it's the first time. I don't actually recall doing it. I'm usually good about that. But you know, at this point, I'm just focused on getting in. I'm probably going to need to use scholars to our advantage, because knowing this, there's probably, yes, there's going to be 2 guards. Or, if we remember correctly, through the roof. So, we're going to figure out why Hubaer has been burning these books. Figure out what he gains from it, besides him being the old sign of knowledge. So let us watch. Apparently, I need to be over there. And since I'm synced in this memory, I can't free run. Oops. Oh boy. Hello? Start? I think I might have discovered an error. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna have to literally walk around. So this is gonna be fun. Really? Really, game? I have to... Slowly ascending stairs. The game. I don't know, sometimes Assassin's Creed is kind of weird in what they require you to do. So I believe this is where we need to be. Yes.
Every single text in this city must be destroyed. My friend, you must not do this. Much knowledge rests within these parchments, put there by our ancestors for good reason.
And what reason is this?
They are beacons, meant to guide us, to save us from the darkness that is ignorance.
No, these bits of paper are covered in lies. They poison your minds, and so long as they exist, you cannot hope to see the world the way it truly is.
How can you accuse these scrolls of being weapons? They are tools of learning.
You turn to them for answers and salvation. You rely more upon them than yourselves. This makes you weak and stupid. You trust in words, drops of ink. Do you ever stop to think of who put them there? Or why? No. You simply accept their words without question. And what if those words speak falsely? As they often do. This is dangerous.
You are wrong. These texts give the gift of knowledge. We need them.
You love your precious writings? You do anything for them?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Then join them! Any man who speaks as he is just as much a threat. Do any else among you wish to challenge me? Good. Your orders are simple enough. Go out into the city, collect any remaining writings and add them to the piles in the streets. When you're done, we'll send a cart to collect them, that they may be destroyed.
And we have a checkpoint reached. This is a different mission. As we saw by Hubaer is a very cruel man, literally pushing one of his followers onto the books just because he disagreed with the man. Hubaer is not to be messed with in any sense. None of these men really are that we've been dealing with. So, this is a different assassination mission. We have to focus on more than just Hubaer. We actually have to focus on many people. So we're going to see how this plays out. We're going to need to assassinate and engage many targets. So this is going to be a fight. It's a different change of pace, but it definitely does brace us for what we're going to have to go with later. So we've downed the man. He's knocked out, but he's not dead. But the game will register it just the same. That's why he's on the floor, kind of moving around. So one down, many more to go. This is quite a lengthy part of the game, but very necessary. They're burning books. They're trying to destroy knowledge, and you really shouldn't do that. And this goes for even modern day. We see these practices being in use, and it's really kind of interesting. Obviously, be it burning religious text or just any text in general, you really shouldn't burn, in my opinion, you shouldn't burn knowledge. just because of a different opinion. I believe opinions are what makes the human experience good, makes it great. Now the collector in me would not let that go. Alright, let's climb. Let's climb. Because I do not wish to engage in this conflict too much longer. We have many more to cover here. So we're going to get through this as quickly as we can. Hold on. Push me right into a flag. Joke's on you, that's what I wanted. And with that, taking care of another one of Hubert's men. We're really just looking for Hubert and trying to stop them from ruining the middle district here, trying to corrupt the citizens by teaching them knowledge is wrong. And of course the town crier, helpful, as always. More book burnings. They usually are displayed promptly like this. I was able to actually air assassinate him, makes me very happy. Taking care of him quite simply, and very fast. Now the scholars are, it's really interesting that they're our target. It's just, I don't know. Usually, like I said, we've been fighting mostly different men, so it's just change of pace, I guess. And the fact that they're just so willing just to follow this man, to burn the text. Well, not all of them. As we saw, the one follower was reluctant to burn the text, which is good. I like when there's conflict between evildoers. It just kind of shows that they don't wish to be evil. Sometimes it's not even that. Sometimes it's the will of their rulers and they're outranked. Not every person who's in an evil organization is evil, and I often find that's overlooked. But I'm not going too much into that because that gets into touchy subjects. This last one should be Hubert, or tell us where he is. So, let us finally, after much searching and fighting, find Hubert. Not today. That is Hubert. If they run, he's running, so it's Hubert. I'm gonna switch to Hidden Blade. We'll be fine. I actually got some help.
Why have you done this?
Men must be free to do what they believe. It is not our right to punish one for thinking what they do, no matter how much we disagree.
Then what?
You of all people should know the answer. Educate them. Teach them right from wrong. It must be knowledge that frees them, not force.
They do not learn, fixed in their ways as they are. You are naive to think otherwise. It's an illness, for which there is but one cure.
You're wrong, and that's why you must be put to rest.
Am I not unlike those precious books you seek to save? A source of knowledge with which you disagree, yet you're rather quick to steal my life.
A small sacrifice to save many. It is necessary.
Is it not ancient scrolls that inspire the Crusaders? That fill Salah ad-Din and his men with a sense of righteous fury? Their texts endanger others, bring death in their wake. I too was making a small sacrifice. It matters little now. Your deed is done, and so am I.
And thus, the final words of Hubert. Find it kind of ironic that the vigilantes from the Save the Citizens actually helped us out there. But we're going to cut ahead with the magic of Adarang to the Bureau.
Altair, tell me you've met with success.
Yes. Jubair's fires are extinguished. His life as well.
Excellent news. I had no doubt you'd succeed.
You should have seen it. The scholars followed him so readily. Wasn't just books they fed to fire either, but any man who opposed them.
Such ignorance breeds only evil. You've done a good thing this day.
As with my other targets, he believed he was doing the right thing, clearing a path to a better future.
Of course he would. Such is the landscape of a madman's mind.
The things I've seen these past few weeks, it's as if all the land has gone mad.
And this is why we fight to end the war, that sanity might return. The people are desperate for direction. It's easy for men like Jubair to prey on this and turn them towards evil. You should go, Altair. Return to Al-Mualim. Tell him what you saw. Let him know the good you've done this day.
Safety and peace, Rafiq.
Upon you as well.
Fast-forwarding memory to
And with that, we are going to return to Al Malin. We are done with this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. More importantly, I hope you have a fun day. Leave a comment below what you thought of Jubair as a person and what you thought of many points I pointed out in this episode. Thank you all so much for watching again. In the next episode, we will return to Masayaf. Thank you so much again. Have a great day. Bye.